Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. In 1987, director Oliver Stone unleashed a film that didn't just capture the zeitgeist of the 1980s, it defined it. Wall Street was a razor-sharp, seductive, and terrifying look at the world of high finance, corporate rating, and the corrupting allure of absolute wealth. It's a film that became an instant classic, but the story behind the camera is just as intense. Before we dive in, if you're a fan of cinematic history, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more deep dives into your favorite movies. Wall Street gave us one of cinema's greatest villains in Gordon Gekko and became a cultural touchstone for an entire generation. But the story of how this cautionary tale was forged is as ruthless and fascinating as any hostile takeover. Today, we're cashing in on the facts to uncover 10 things you didn't know about Wall Street. Number 10. Daryl Hannah hated her role. The role of Darian Taylor, Bud Fox's materialistic interior decorator girlfriend, was played by 80s icon Daryl Hannah. However, she reportedly disliked the character and clashed with Oliver Stone over her performance. Stone wanted a harder, more cynical character, while Hannah played her with more vulnerability. The on-set tension was palpable, and in the years since, Hannah has been very open about her dissatisfaction with the role and the final film. Number 9. Tom Cruise almost played Bud Fox. It's hard to imagine anyone but Charlie Sheen as the ambitious young stockbroker Bud Fox, but the role was originally offered to Tom Cruise. Cruise was a massive star coming off Top Gun and was seriously interested. However, Oliver Stone ultimately felt that Charlie Sheen, with his more earnest and everyman quality, was more believable as someone who could be genuinely seduced and corrupted by the world of Gordon Gekko. Number 8. That giant cell phone was real and cost a fortune. The enormous Motorola Dynatac 8000X cellular phone that Gordon Gekko famously uses on the beach is now a symbol of 80s excess. But at the time, it was the absolute pinnacle of technology. This brick phone was the first commercially available handheld cell phone. In 1987, it would have cost around $4,000, which is over $10,000 in today's money. Number 7. The trading floor scenes were filled with real traders as extras. To create the authentic chaos of the trading floor, Oliver Stone hired dozens of real-life stockbrokers and traders from New York to act as extras. He encouraged them to do what they did every day, make calls, use their real lingo, and create a genuine sense of high-stakes energy. This authenticity is a huge part of what makes those scenes feel so electric and real. Number 6. Martin Sheen was cast for a reason. The casting of Charlie Sheen's real-life father, Martin Sheen, as his on-screen father, Carl Fox, was a very deliberate choice by Oliver Stone. He wanted to tap into the genuine, complex father-son dynamic between the two actors to give their scenes an extra layer of emotional honesty. It created the perfect moral anchor for the film, with Bud's real father representing integrity and his surrogate father, Gekko, representing corruption. Number 5. Michael Douglas wasn't the first choice for Gekko. It's almost impossible to believe, but the studio and even Oliver Stone himself had doubts about Michael Douglas. Before casting him, Stone had considered powerhouse actors like Warren Beatty and Richard Gere for the role of Gordon Gekko. Stone was initially worried that Douglas, who had mostly played heroic good guys, wouldn't be able to project the necessary menace. Douglas took the part as a challenge to break his typecasting, and he would go on to win the Academic Award for Best Actor for his performance. Number 4. The film's timing was eerily prophetic. Wall Street was released in December of 1987. Just 2 months earlier, on October 19, 1987, the global stock market suffered a massive crash known as Black Monday, one of the worst single-day losses in history. The film, which was already a critique of corporate greed, suddenly looked like a prophecy. Its release at that exact moment cemented its status as the definitive film about the excesses that led to the crash. Number 3. Gordon Gekko was based on real people. Gordon Gekko wasn't the creation of a screenwriter's imagination. The character was a composite of several real-life high-profile corporate raiders and financiers of the era. The primary inspirations were Ivan Boesky, a stock trader who was convicted of insider trading, and the billionaire corporate raider Carl Icahn. Gekko's slick style, ruthless tactics, and powerful speeches were all drawn from these real-life titans of Wall Street. Number 2. It was a tribute to Oliver Stone's father. While the film is seen as a scathing critique of capitalism, its origins are deeply personal. Oliver Stone's own father, Lou Stone, was a stockbroker on Wall Street during the Great Depression. Stone made the film as a tribute to his father and his more old-fashioned, principled way of doing business. The character of Lou Mannheim, the firm's veteran broker, who warns Bud Fox about losing his moral compass, was based directly on Stone's dad. Number 1. The "Greed is good" speech was real. Gordon Gekko's "Greed is good" speech is one of the most famous monologues in movie history, but the most iconic part of it was lifted directly from a real-life speech given by one of Gekko's inspirations, Ivan Boesky. In 1986, Boesky gave the commencement address at a university business school, where he told the students, "Greed is all right, by the way. I want you to know that. I think greed is healthy. You can be greedy and still feel good about yourself." Oliver Stone read about the speech and knew he had to put it in the mouth of his ultimate corporate predator. A masterpiece of timing, performance, and sharp social commentary, Wall Street is more than just a movie. It's a cultural document that both glorified and condemned the decade of excess. It's a film so powerful, its villain ironically became a hero to the very people he was meant to condemn. What's the most quotable line from Wall Street? Lunch is for wimps? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into your favorite movies. Thanks for watching.